why do I let that horrible, awful word fear stop me from living into who I am supposed to become or what I am supposed to be doing? It could be small little things like what you're eating or your workouts, to big things, to living into your dreams and your intentions. So I want to talk about that and share my own stories and things that I'm learning and my process and my journey along the way. So if I go back a ways, 8 years with Sans Fitness, I remember being at the beach with my husband, John, and a friend, and I was extremely nervous. I was thinking about starting up Sans Fitness, but I wasn't really sure I had what it took. I didn't know, what if people don't come? What if people don't like the workouts? What if this? What if that? We have to stop that. They both were those green lights, and I'm going to come back to what a green light is, that spoke truth into me and said, Audrey, you are supposed to do this. The doors are opening for you. And I'm so thankful that I did, because I have so many wonderful clients. I've built a community, a business with the help of my community. And I'm so grateful because I love getting up every morning and teaching these classes and being with these incredible women. But 8 years ago, I almost talked myself out of it. I remember saying, but what if this? But what if that? And so I'm so grateful that I had people speaking truth into my life to tell me you are capable. And so when I said green lights, I think sometimes we are waiting for all these confirmations. Like, okay, if this happens, then I'll do that. And then, but wait, then this and this and this have to happen. Where sometimes green lights, that means somebody just coming alongside you and saying, I see this in you. I see your potential. You should do this. I didn't have to wait for a gym to come knock on my door and say, Audrey, we want to hire you. I had people that I trusted in my life that said, we see this. This is a quality that you have. Now go do it. And so for you, that might be the same thing. You need to maybe even ask people, what do you see my strengths being? Or, hey, I'm thinking of trying this diet or doing this or going after this job or whatever it is. What do you think? And that can be hard because that can be very vulnerable, because now you have to be able to receive what people that you trust say about you. And of course, you want to ask a couple people that you trust very well and then have them speak that truth into your life. So I'm so thankful that I did this 8 years ago and have started this. And then 3 years ago, it was on my heart to start this whole podcast, what I'm doing right now, this whole YouTube video. But again, I let fear tell me nobody's going to listen to you, this or that. And so I just recently, 2020, was like, nope, I am doing this. I am capable. I want to do this. I'm in a great place in my business where I can make a little bit of time to do something that I'm extremely passionate about. For those that have been to my classes, they know I love to talk. I always pretend sometimes like I'm talking so fast and I'm this auctioneer. I feel like at times when I was a little girl, I would put on commercials. I love doing acting. So if I was given millions of dollars to do whatever I wanted, I would have a TV show and do this kind of thing. So I'm so glad that I finally stopped listening to fear anymore and decided I am doing this. This is something that I want to do. And so both of those things, starting Sans Fitness, now starting this, were out of my comfort zone initially. I really didn't know what kind of response I was going to get. And that's the same thing with fear. It will tell you, I don't know if anybody's going to like that or like you, or if you're going to be good at that, or you can't stick with that diet because you failed it 3 times before, whatever it is. And you have to stop listening to that voice, because that is not truth. And you need to listen to those people that you can invest in, those good friends, maybe your spouse, maybe some good close friends, to help you figure out what are your strengths and what are some possibilities of things, whether it's starting a workout program, doing this, that you have been wanting to do. We have to get vulnerable with each other. I've been reading a lot of books by Bob Goff and then also by Trueface, and a lot of things that I'm learning is, what if I wasn't afraid? And so just trying to live into that. What if I wasn't afraid? Okay, for you, that might be applying for a better job, What if I wasn't afraid? That might be signing up for something. I have no idea what that is, but we all have things that something is keeping us from trying it because we're afraid, ultimately, of failing. I know too, I'm afraid of the unknown, okay? I'm afraid if it's gonna be a lot of work. And so I just wanna encourage you to not live in that place of fear, because you will not accomplish anything. And if I'm telling my kids, hey, you gotta go after that, you gotta do this, no, I would do that, and encouraging them and being their cheerleaders, yet I don't model that, that's sending a very mixed message. And so I've just realized that I don't want to live my life out of that place of that fear, that unknown, or, okay, I'm not really sure, but I want to live it to the fullest. And I also really want to enjoy the journey. When I failed, and there's been little bumps along the road, if I'm being honest, with Sans Fitness, when I first started out, and I would get clients that would come to me, and then if they would leave, it was like a dagger to the heart. Like I thought I had done something wrong, that I was failing them, that I wasn't enough. And I've learned that's not the case at all, okay? It's okay, people can go try other things, do other things. That doesn't mean anything against you. I would take everything so personally, and maybe you do that too. Maybe you're in a specific job where somebody critiques you, criticizes you, and you take it so personal. And we have to realize it's not about us, all right? I mean, sometimes maybe there was something I was doing that was annoying, or they didn't want to take my classes anymore, and that's fine. But for the most part, when I've lost clients, if they had to move or they were trying something different, it's all right. I don't have to take it as I did something, okay? I don't need to play the victim or anything like that. So I think that's just really important to remember as well with fear, is you are gonna hit those stumbling blocks where maybe you're gonna get fired. Maybe something's gonna go wrong in your marriage. Maybe a relationship is gonna fail. That doesn't define who you are. That doesn't mean now that you don't have any more friends because that friend burned you or this or that. You learn, you grow. If anything, I want to keep learning who I'm supposed to be as a mother, as a wife, as a friend, as a daughter, all those things. And I'm not going to be perfect at it. And that's another thing that I've learned, is being really quick to ask for forgiveness. And with forgiveness comes pride. Because sometimes we think, oh, I didn't do anything wrong or this or that. Again, that's going to be a whole nother story and subject. So today I just want to talk to you about pride. I know for me, my pride of worrying about rejection if people will like what I'm doing, rejection if people will stop coming to my classes, rejection if people actually like me for who I am. And those are things that we have to just live into, wanting to be loved and known for who we really are. And that's not going to be an easy process. I'm learning it. I'm figuring it out as I go. But there is so much growth that comes from getting some of those rejections. If I hadn't gotten rejection from different companies that I wanted to collaborate with or this or that, I wouldn't be where I am, still fighting for doing these things and starting these podcasts. Yes, I do wish I had maybe started this a couple of years ago, but I'm embracing that I didn't. And I'm thankful that I'm starting now. We can't shame ourselves for what we didn't do. I can't shame myself that I didn't start Sans Fitness 12 years ago, because that wouldn't have been the right timing for me. I was still staying at home with my kids. And 3 years ago, okay, I could get down on myself a little bit for not starting this podcast and YouTube video 3 years ago. I could have. But I started to get very content with my classes and just building relationships. And now I'm ready to push myself. And maybe you need that push with me. Maybe you need me to be your online coach. Maybe you need me to help you out my classes, whatever it is. That's what I am starting to do now. And I really hope that you will not let fear stop you. If you don't even live in the same state and you don't even care about fitness or having an online coach, then I hope that this has at least helped you realize way that maybe that you cannot let fear prohibit you from living into your best self and going after that job, going after that place that you want to live, going after being that parent that you want to be, that friend that you want to be, that daughter or that son that you want to be. We have to stop letting fear of somebody else rejecting us. That's ultimately what it comes back down to. is we all want to be liked. And so we have to be okay that not everybody's maybe going to like us. Like, I've already realized starting this, what do people write that they don't like these videos that I'm putting up? That's all right. That's going to make me get stronger and think about better topics then, or how to relate with other people. Use those rejections, those things that happen in your life, to grow. Ask key people, those green lights, okay, what they see in you. Help them. Be vulnerable with those people and say, I need you to tell me what you see in me. All right? No more fear. No more what ifs. No more living in this place that we're not sure we can accomplish the things that we would die to go after. If you were given millions of dollars, what would you go after? Or what's that thing that you always think about, okay? Usually those are the things that are being put on your heart, that they're there for a reason. And so we need to live into those things and not let fear stop us. That's all we got.